Hey guys, I'm a Dimension Jumper, and today I'm doing my top 5 suits that I would like to see in Spider-Man 3. Now, I think with the Insomniac Spider-Man games, I think they're really fun in terms of like how they do their stories, how the gameplay feels, and especially the amount of suits that you can use throughout the game. Like you might have Peter, Peter Spider-Man wanting to have like the Venom suit in the second game, or the Iron Spider suit, or with Miles, you can have him have any of the Into the Spider-Verse suits, or I think there's one from one of the cartoons, and the various other suits for both Spider-Men, and with this video, this is just me talking about some suits that I would like to see make some sort of appearance in the game or be in the game as a whole. So, yeah. So for number 5 is the Anti-Goblin suit. Now, I think this is a sort of, I think 100% going to be in the next game because of how the games set up the Green Goblin. Because in the first game, you've got Norman Osborn being mayor, and then you see kind of like throughout the game, you see him being like torn to the ground by both Martin Lee and then later on Dr. Octopus later on in the game. And then he doesn't really appear much in Miles Morales. He kind of appears in a post-credit scene with Kirk Connors and tells him to let Harry out of the tank. Then in Spider-Man 2, you kind of get to see more of him with Harry and Peter as they kind of like talk about like Peter's future working with the Emily May Foundation. And I do like how in the second game, you kind of see like the purple on the green combination of the suits, like that Norman wears. So like I think he wears like a green tie and shirt and a purple suit, like jacket. And when he does become the Goblin, I feel like there is going to be, I think both Miles and Peter are going to make a Goblin suit or an anti-Goblin suit, kind of similar to how in the first game you've got the anti-Ox suit, and then in the second game you've got the anti-Venom suit. And yeah, this could have the same sort of color scheme as the Green Goblin suit, but it could have like let's say the entire body green or something, and then you could have like the spider symbol on the front and the back purple maybe, or it could have like an entirely purple suit, but there's a green spider on the back and front. Maybe that could be something quite cool to see. So yeah, for number 4 is your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man suit. Now, as of recording this, the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man show has recently wrapped up, and people have been enjoying it. I think it looks cool, and yeah, I think with this suit you could have possibly 2 versions of the suit. Maybe you could have the suit that Spider-Man wears at the start of the show, and then maybe the suit that he later wears, like when it comes to like the actual red and blue suit, maybe, or they could just go with one or the other, maybe. And this could go similar in the same way as the Spider-Verse suits, so the ones for Miles and the ones for Peter, in the sense that it's animated in the same way as your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, and that'd be interesting to see because it adds more coolness, and I would say it adds more sort of add more freshness to the suit, and they won't just be, oh, it's just a suit and that's it. And I think that's what makes the Spider-Verse suits cool, is that they are not only are from the films, but also are kind of like animated, that sort of stuff, like the movies. So yeah, that'd be something quite cool to see. So yeah, for number 3 is side quest based suits. Now, there were in the games there are some suits you can get from doing specific side quests. So in the first game you got the Black Cat suit. In the Miles Morales game you got the, I think, Uptown Pride suit, as well as the Bodega suit, and I think 1 or 2 other suits that you could get through side quests. And then in the second game, or second/third game in Spider-Man 2, you got the Hunter suit, which is basically just a Craven suit, and then for Miles, you got the Mysterio suit. So I would like to see some those kinds of suits come back into the third game. So you could do a side quest where you're helping, I don't know, a particular character, and then they give you a suit that's based on a particular character. Like, let's say there's a Rhino side quest or something, and you get a suit that kind of looks like the Rhino or something. It's basically just like all speculations in terms of like stuff like that could be turned into a suit, or side quests that are based on a particular character in which their design is turned into a suit, something like that. And yeah, I do really like these sort of suits, like where you do a particular quest and you're given a particular suit from that particular character, that sort of stuff. So yeah. For number 2 is the 90s Spider-Man suit. Now, with this suit, I feel like this is going to be similar to the Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man suit, and as well as another suit, which I'll be talking about for my number 1 spot, in the sense that it's animated, or it's whenever Peter moves, it moves like the cartoon or stuff like that. Maybe not. It could just be like a normal suit without the whole animation bits to it. So yeah, that could be something quite cool to see. It'll be cool to see like more suits from like the TV shows and stuff like that, to be in the game, because there are like a bunch of suits from like the comics and some of the movies. So having to see more TV show based suits would be kind of cool to see. So yeah. And for number 1, it's the Spectacular Spider-Man suit. Now, this suit is from the TV show, and this is probably into the Spider-Man media, one of the more well-known and popular versions of Spider-Man. And this would be kind of a cool suit to see. And this could have the fluidity and the movement in terms of how the animation of the Spectacular Spider-Man TV show whenever you wear this suit. And yeah, it'd be quite cool to see, and it could have an ability which you have like the web wings, maybe, or maybe they'll bring the web wings over from the second game to the third game. But yeah, I think if they weren't going with the whole web wings from the second game, they could have an ability in which you can activate the web wings, maybe, or something like that. I'm not 100% sure, but they might do something like that, like one or the other. So yeah, that's be my top 5 suits that could be in Spider-Man 3. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.